I see that violence is taking over our schools. I remember when I was going to primary school, also high school, there was a time that there was no fighting, no weapon. All those things are forbidden at school. But please, don't get me wrong. We fight at school, but we never took weapon to school to kill anyone. We would use our maybe pencil at time to stab the person, but not to kill them or to harm them or anything. We would maybe take up stones and we might throw a stone and it might lick a child, this person in their head, and it might burst them head and all of that. Or sometimes we will take up one of the chairs and we might throw it and all of that. But never come to the stage that when we are going to kill someone when we were growing up at school. It was different when we were going to school. We enjoy going to school. We enjoy everything that the teachers will pass on to us as students. We enjoy every step of the way, and when one day finish, we cannot wait to go back to school. So as I saw it on Facebook, where the two students of Kingston Technical High School, one fatally stabbed the other one to death. I can't wrap my head around what is going on. It seems like nowadays that when you send your child out to school, you don't know if the person, the student, the child is going to come back into your life. Maybe if you save the school number in your phone and you see that the school is calling you, you're wondering, is it that something is wrong with my child? Is it that he's dead? And if you miss the call and you try call at the school and you're not getting through, then you start to worry more. We certainly need to erase violence and hostility from out of our heart. I am not even going to blame the home that the child is coming from, because a lot of these homes train their children good when they go out, and when they go to school, it's a totally different person they turn into at school. I went to Clarkstone Primary School. Yes, we used to fight. We used to give trouble. We never disrespect teacher. We respect our teachers. I remember that I cussed a bad word in a class, and the teachers, I have to go outside, and I was outside for about 3 days until my parents could come to school. And when my parents come, I have to apologize in front of the entire class. I couldn't have said when teacher put work on the board, I'm not going to do it. We have to do it. When teacher give homework, we have to do it. If we not do it when we go home, when we come back to school, we have to do it the next day. So I don't get it. What is wrong with our society? What is wrong with you sending your child to school and they turn into this monster? We can't blame the teachers. We can't blame the politician. We can't blame the persons who are writing the songs, because the children, they have a responsibility. Why are you killing your peers? I see the one that happened at William Nib. I remember when I was going to school, if you tell somebody about if you tell me about my mother, if you go do whatever, I don't take it to heart. But other person, when you tell them about their mother, they want to fight and all of that. I don't understand it. Why are you fighting? Fighting does not solve no problem whatsoever. You sit down and you reason with somebody about the things that you are going through and see how best that someone can help you. We turn into the weapons. I remember when I remember when I was going to Holland, I fought one time in grade 9, one time. And the only thing the teacher said us to do, go and pick up 200 stones. And we have to make sure we count the stones. If they're too small, the teacher said, no, you have to go back and go pick up the correct ones. One time I fight in high school. I've never been suspended when I was going to high school. No, because fighting doesn't get us anywhere. Anger. I don't know what's going on in their head when you get into this rage. If you get into a rage, you must can calm yourself down. If I get into a rage, I can calm myself down. I don't need to go for something and to say that I'm going for this weapon, I'm going for this gun, I'm going to shoot. It doesn't matter all if your brain think you flip to something, you switch into a monster. You must can talk yourself and calm yourself down. If you can't do that, I don't know, society cannot help you. And when you do something that is so disturbing, you might be sitting down in the prison cell thinking, why did I do it? You were in that rage, that moment, and then now you're sitting down all alone. All of your friends might be who boosting you to do this. Yes, man, you can't do that. All of them now, not with you. You're alone, sit down in that dark, wet, damp place. No freedom. I can't understand. How are you going to do something that's going to limit you to your freedom, take away your full freedom and rights from you? Somebody telling you what time to go to shower, if you get the time to shower, what time to eat, if you get a chance to eat, because other person want to take your food from you, who is in charge. How can you? I remember when I was working at the Congregation of Yahweh Basic School, and then we make a trip down to the Clarkstown police station, and we were inside there. They were telling the kids all about the stuff. They show them the guns and all of that. And then there's a passageway. And then I take a peek down into the passageway. And the stench that give me a lick, that put a sense in me. I said, listen, I said to myself then and there, I will never go to prison for anyone, for any foolishness that people say to me. When I see trouble, I walk away from it. The Bible clearly teaches that soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous word restore wrong. Yes, person will there always pushing your button, pushing it for you to have a reaction. You can walk away from it, and you live to see a next day. I don't understand. Why is it that violence is not solving the problem? Violence will never solve anything whatsoever. We have to make our own decision when it comes to certain things. Sometimes you might go for the weapon, and by the time you run, go feet and you're there. Talk to yourself, what am I doing? Am I going to get myself into trouble? Am I going to hurt someone? Am I going to be free from what I'm doing? I know right now the parents are hurting because each day when they don't see their child, they said, oh my God, what happened? Someone just snatched away. They let the devil just come into them and just mash up their entire future. Violence and hostility, we need to certainly move those things from out of our mind. Let us not meditate it. I remember when I was going to high school, this boy carried a machete, half a machete, and I don't know, somebody tipped off the principal and the vice principal, and they did an entire search. They know who the person was, but they cannot just go directly to him. They have to search the entire class, but their eyes were on him at all time. They make sure that somebody was standing at the door and everyone was seated at that time when the search was going on. Yes, they know that he was sitting on the left side, and they started on the right side, going up and down. And it was more than one teachers in the place looking that the person did not pass on the weapon to somebody else. Why is it that we are using violence and think it can solve the case? It will never solve the issue. Let us talk about it. Let us be a peacemaker. My heart is bleeding to see that our young future doctors, lawyers, just wasting their life just like that to be foolishly doing something that they will regret. I know that sometimes when person do things, they regret it later, but we cannot fix it. The personal life is already gone. We cannot put back the breath into the person. Sometimes, yes, they might panic. Sometimes I know that is one stab, and it look like when we are in that rage, the only place that the devil is showing them to stab the person is right in their heart. Just right there, so is the right place to just stab that person, and blindly enough you just do it. And I'm going to tell you that I never used to, when I was going to high school, when I was going to school, especially primary school, if you can call some of my teachers them right now, they will tell you, Alistair used to give trouble. They used to say, boy, you're disgusting. If you call Mrs. Spicer right now, she will tell you, former principal, Mr. Oshina, used to be at that office every time. There was one called Mrs. Small. After me give trouble to me, Miss Small, that day say, no, go home. We can't keep you here today. You need to go and go take some day. Then they give me day if you go cool off. But I never forget how I give trouble. I give trouble in a season, out of season, every day. 5 days a week, me go to school, me disturb class and all of that. I never give a red crap about nobody. But there was this one particular day I wasn't at school, and the only thing saved me is when the principal sent for the register, I was at home. And so somebody fling one stone that damn bust the boy head. And they said, yes, sir, Alistair, do it. And they called me from my class, and I went. They said, yes, sir, Alistair, fling the stone. And I'm saying, no, I wasn't at school. Yes, sir, Alistair, do it. So the principal sent for the registered, and that allowed me to get away that I wasn't at school. So it wasn't me. But yes, and this is who I am today. I'm not giving trouble anymore. I stopped giving trouble when I was starting to go high school. But as I said, I don't know what's going on with our young adults. Fighting will never solve the issue. Fighting will never put you anywhere. It will put you more in trouble and let you face the consequences of life. Why do you need to face the consequences all the way? Why do you need to be punished if you just do the right thing? Your parents send you to school to get an education, to help you pull yourself from out of poverty. There was a thing that we used to learn, say, silver and gold will vanish away, but a good education will never decay. You're going to get yourself into trouble, go to prison, and just like that, you're going, all your education that you have learned in school, you're not going to get anywhere. If you are convicted, the person is not going to want to hire you. Person who are convicted, it's hard for them to get a job. So I don't get it. Why are you killing off yourself for what? It doesn't make any sense. I remember in this guy in Clarkston named Jay, his best friend stabbed him to death. But he might be, in his opinion, he never wanted to do it. After it happened and everything gone, why did I do it? Let us not make the last thing to say, why did I do it? I never meant to do it. I never meant to kill him. I never meant to hurt him. or I never meant to hurt her, I never meant to do it. Let us not let that be the saying that you never meant to do it. But just think before you react. Your parents send you to school to learn and to get an education. Leave everything after and get your education. I saw on social media that these kids, teachers are writing on the board and they are erasing the things and they are going on. In my time at school, we couldn't do things like that. We have to respect our teachers. We have to respect our elders. We have to respect those in authority. But now, kids don't respect those in authority. They think that they can do what they want to do and it's okay. And persons are laughing on all of that. As I said, my heart goes out to the mother, to the two mothers at Kingston Technical High School. One is in the morgue, and that mother is crying each day to see her daughter come back to her. The other one is in lockup, and the parents, both parents are crying. It is not time for the parents to even think about fight, but it's to come to an understanding. And I know if the person apologizes, it won't bring her back. But let us not have animosity against each other. And if this one said they're going to kill this one back, it's still not going to resolve the issue. I speak to those out there as I suffered in that tragedy that my mother and stepfather, they were in their house and they were murdered for things that they don't even know. And it is painful. It is painful. The pain is intense every step of the way. The pain, you think about it, and times you get angry. But you cannot let your anger get the hold of you. You have to lean on the everlasting arms of Jesus. He's the one that will help you to overcome the situations of life. His arms is wide open, and he's the only one that can give you strength each step of the way. As I said, that we all here on earth for a number of things and a number of reasons. We are just passing through. Some of us leave us in tragedy, and some of us go in sickness, and some of us go in living old age. But today, I stand to say that all over the world, violence will not solve the key. Fighting, we must not tolerate it. Listen to our inner man when it speaks to us. And if we listen to the inner man, what speaks to us, we will not be in any trouble at all. Let us not let our anger have the best of us. I cannot let my anger have the best of me. I have to think before I react. Listen before I speak, because sometimes we speak things and it's not right. As I said, that sometimes we might tell somebody about their mother, some person don't like it, and that will bring person to get out of their comfort zone to do things that is foolishly. Let us today, as I said, think before react. Violence will not solve the key. My heart goes out to both parents of Kingston Technical High School, that one is in the morgue at this time and one is in the lockup. May the Lord bless you and keep you. God bless you.